While waking up during bypass surgery, I had an experience with light that I'm calling deja vu. There have been countless documented near-death experiences of this stage of return. As my experience didn't have a linear sequence of happenings and the timeline was playing in reverse, the term deja vu comes closer to what I experienced. Imagine cutting the timeline with scissors, then cut the next piece, twist these together at 180 degrees, and glue it back. Reality becomes scrolled for the experiencer in a way that they are always aware of what will follow in the next few seconds. At the beginning of this vision, I could predict word for word the dialogues and actions happening in the environment upon waking. Then I would hear it again, exactly as it happened. I knew that timelines could scroll in the other direction, but that they also happened to be an exact part of reality and simply belong to the human body of experience doesn't fit with a linear view of the world. Nor can the intellect relate to this unbelievable experience. To process this experience, I will still need several stories and accounts from other metaphysical travelers to obtain its essence. For some reason, I received the gift of alternative timelines. In the initial phase of waking up, I also received an experience with the light of such wonderful quality that it is difficult to describe with words. I was shown 3 light waves on which today's humanity is moving. For the sake of logic, I'm defining them here as the self-imposed pathways of awareness that each individual can take to obtain the best possible results from their particular choice. The first way is what the main part of the global population has chosen, and the daily struggle is enacted in that timeline. I don't want to give the impression that this path is in any way better or superior to the other timelines. All experiences in human life eventually lead back to the divine light. The second path was shown to me as a mixed way in a gray color. Here, euphoric phases alternate in quick succession with depressive stages. It is as if people switch between phases of competence and phases lacking power, and then again to a new euphoric phase. The third way is the one of absolute victimhood. It was shown to me in the colors dark and black. Power and responsibility are handed over to outer entities. Here, only a very small part of the light spark can be addressed through motivation. Many beings of light from higher planes provide selfless service here to illuminate the way back to the light. This way corresponds with the absolute free choice of each individual as to whether they choose light or darkness. I was also shown that in this darkness exists one of the most unbelievable choices for humanity, because in this choice is also the possibility to change the galaxy. The core truths of love, compassion, kindness, and benevolence are what human nature can and will become. The first path of those 3 is so unbelievable for us incarnated beings. It can only be termed with definitions of utopia, the heavenly life of angels, or ecstatic rapture. There is a beautiful part of beings who always stay in this realm. They dance and sing through life. For them, terms like synchronicity, grace, or cosmic guidance are the central and essential elements in life. They realize how creation is working and that a life without the connection with the one power of creation would disrupt everything. Humor, joy, fun, respect, compassion, and gratitude are with them around the clock. In this wonderful place, all fear dissolves like mist in a brilliant sun. It is an all-encompassing field with absolute acceptance, comfort, peace, connectedness, and 100% awareness of being in the right place. During this time of considering those things, I was guided by a wonderful being of light. I don't remember anyone else or meeting a certain individual, only those impressions of the light of love and the perfect comprehension and acceptance remained. At that moment, it simply seemed unbelievable and impossible to choose another path than the one of the light. What illuminates my life again and again from my light experience is the irrepressible joy and happiness of an experience of indescribable beauty. I believe that all people go through this same wonderful experience in a state of separation from the body, general anesthesia, unconsciousness, but unfortunately, they cannot all remember it. I felt pure love, shining brighter than anything you can imagine. Everything is as beautiful and as pure as love and compassion. So when you cross the veil and return to the other side, you become a part of it. We bathe in the beauty of the song that makes our hearts sing. That's God. Nobody can give us something bigger. We wouldn't see it or understand it. That's spirit in its highest form. We as humans feel so alone and on our own. It's such a crushing feeling to remain in this imagined separation from our most wonderful thing, and then to feel this earthly experience so painfully. In the middle of life, a light experience happens that sweeps away all the reactions about this imaginary separation and dissolves the last doubts with this pure white light like a fog. It's the disintegration of a self-constructed veil that prevented a realization that all people are entitled to have as their birthright. It's delightful to know that the light is the most wonderful symphony in the cosmos, and that it contains the colors and the sense of touch of the most beautiful experiences. A wonderful soul experience that is imprinted in the deepest cells of the body. For a moment, I was on the other side of the veil. I was allowed to be part of this wonderful source of creation, together with billions of points of light, which we call angel beings, shining brighter than the light. I was in the company of the highest compassion, with the highest love. All media and the total daily literature are filled with dramas happening around the globe every minute. How can somebody get the idea to write a text motivating us to get another point of view about the calamities in the world? What is motivating him to see the good in all those events, even if they might be so disturbing? That's probably the one decisive question for the survival of mankind. The thought power of the whole of humanity is used to bring anarchy and separation between people. Human thoughts are creative and should and can be guided by us into appropriate pathways. It depends on all of us to exercise our responsibility and realize the true impact of our actions here in their entirety. We can't completely step away from all dramas. Disasters and calamities of humanity invite us to send our compassion and our benevolent energy generously toward the concerned people. This is something that should be considered normal when our brothers and sisters are in need. Even if the spiritual life can't be proved 100%, there are irrefutable testimonies of this process. For me, this process of evidence became superfluous after my light experience. Even though I've gained some distance from this wonderful experience, looking back, I know that this experience has been burned into my memory. Our home is with and in our souls, a connection that remains inextricable and eternal. Such an illuminating event fills us with a longing, singing our names in the eternal light. Such a wonderful symphony, which is always moving us to tears. That does it for Peter's experience. Let us know what you all thought in the comment section below. Until next time, remember to stay safe and continue to be blessed.